Niagara 124, your source for news, entertainment, food, and jibber-jabber. Put on your thinking hats, grab your organic nachos, and prepare for your debriefing on current events. End of innocence. Shots ring out in Parliament as Canada's thrown into a war on terror. Missed mark? ISIS releases videos of U.S. ammunition airdropped into their control. Is there a breakdown in intel? Unsafe at any speed. Almost 8 million vehicles recalled over faulty airbags. What's going on? And better than ever, the Fashion Outlets opens its 30-store expansion. Gotta love those shoes. All this and more on 124. Hello, listeners! Happy Friday, October 24th, 2014. I'm Nico Santangelo.
I am Bobby Tavano.
And this is Niagara 124, your source for news and nonsense, running on WNIA radio.
Yeah, I love how you just go all out in the beginning. I'm just sitting here like, yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah.
Yes, I am very, well, I won't say excited about this week. But a lot of stuff happened. So we have a show full of news today. So
many pages in your notebook are
many pages in the wonderful magical notebook. So do we start with Ebola as always?
Are we starting with Ebola? I mean, we've been told that our show is pretty much about Ebola now. Do you want to start with just a quick fact that has occurred? Or an event?
You say.
You want me to say it?
No, you do it.
Ebola is there is a man with Ebola in New York City, a doctor. He from treating patients in Africa.
Dr. Craig Spencer returned from West Africa. He's Doctors Without Borders, and he's tested positive for Ebola in New York City.
So it's welcome Ebola to New York.
However, 10 people, many from West Africa, in the Seattle area and Connecticut are being watched for Ebola symptoms. And Amber Vinson, she was one of the nurses that got sick. Her family says that she's allegedly now free of Ebola.
All right.
So, woohoo, that is all for Ebola.
I mean,
that is it.
I just some comments on it. Like, I'm not very concerned that I'm going to get Ebola, even though it's spreading like everywhere, or it seems to be. You're. I mean, I am. Yeah, I'm still going to Texas.
You're going to Texas.
Except now that it's in New York City, I'm not as concerned with myself as I was before.
If you are concerned for Bobby, remember that you can tweet us at Niagara124, go to our Facebook page at Niagara1/24, or call in at the studio at 716 area code 286-7315. And anything we talk about, even if we're done talking about it, please bring it back up, because a lot of times we run out of things to say, and we'd love to hear your opinion.
Yes, so that's all we're going to talk about Ebola, I promise.
Yeah, unless you want to bring it up. If someone really wants to bring it up, we will bring up Ebola again. So,
what else happened this week?
What else didn't happen this week is the question. Do we talk about what happened in Ottawa?
Do you want to go right to that?
Do you want to go straight to that?
Sure.
That's our big story of the day.
I have some Canadian friends who may or may not be calling in about this situation, so go ahead.
Yes, okay. So, the Ottawa shootings. Canadian and U.S. investigators stress that they still have not determined a motive. Initially, the news reports, especially in the U.S., were linking it to ISIS, and now it doesn't exactly look like it was...
Well,
it was just one very weird individual.
What actually happened, first of all?
Oh. Do you want me to do it? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, the shootings on Wednesday killed Corporal Nathan Cirillo of Hamilton, Ontario. That's actually pretty local. That's right across. Like,
Hamilton?
Right, yeah, Hamilton. That's close. Up to 50 shots rang out in the halls of Parliament. Police and security exchanged fire with the gunman, who was a recent convert to Islam named Michael Joseph Hall, who went by the name Michael Zihaf Bibian. He went to a Catholic school. This was on the news. He went to a Catholic school, got fed up with it, became an extremist. A lot of people said he was just kind of this very strange, intense individual and dark. The head of his mosque actually described him as dark, and a lot of people didn't want to be near him because he was a little scary. So Canada had previously raised its terrorism threat level from low to medium after Monday an alleged radical Islamic convert ran over 2 Canadian soldiers, killing one of them.
My goodness.
So this is kind of a lot is going on in Canada. This is kind of a wake-up call for Canada because, we had 9/11, but Canada wasn't as, like they said, their terrorism threat level was low. And they raised it to medium.
During 9/11?
No, now.
Now?
Because they were very much, I don't say they weren't, but it's kind of that incident, like, we would never think that anything would happen, like, here in the Falls, but something could happen.
True.
Same thing, like, Canada, especially, like, Ottawa, they didn't think that, who attacks Canada? Who attacks Canada?
I messaged my friends about that, and they said, one of them said he was pretty close. He was downtown Ottawa during the time, and he was locked into a classroom for like 4 hours. So that's pretty scary. Other schools near that, from my other friend, people just wanted to leave, and they weren't concerned with their life whatsoever. So...
well, the Canadian authorities are currently monitoring hundreds of people who either attempted or successfully went to Syria to link up with terrorist groups and returned to Canada. The gunman was considered high risk on that list, so the government knew about him, considered him high risk, and yeah.
Why do people have to hurt other people?
That is a good question.
Like, we had information on the guy he killed, right? He was a guard of some sort.
The guy, he was, Corporal Nathan Cirillo.
Yes.
So, he was...
I believe I read somewhere his job was to just watch the monument that he was... where he was, wherever.
Yeah, I didn't...
Because he wasn't carrying any weapons to defend himself with.
Okay.
I mean, that's the most I have on it, but his job was basically just to watch the monument as like a peaceful kind of thing to make sure nobody violated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually said the shooter walked into Parliament, walked past both 3 different offices, the 2 caucus offices, which were the ones that were where the people were in, like the Conservatives and the Liberals, their system of government.
Where was he killed? Where was the shoot? Where did the shooting happen?
It was... I don't know, because he walked past the offices, past the office where the Prime Minister was, and just started randomly shooting. So the guy really didn't have a plan, it doesn't seem like, because he didn't go anywhere where there were... He just kind of randomly walked past where the people actually were, and then started shooting, which is kind of shows that this guy was mentally unstable, obviously.
Yeah.
Because there was this was not well planned either. I mean, it's sad that we're discussing, how thoroughly planned shooting in Parliament was, but it's been on the news. This guy just started randomly shooting. There was no rhyme or reason to it, and they really still don't know a motive.
No.
If any of you have any opinions on this at any time, tweet us or call in at, for their Canadian friends. It's a 716 area code, 286-7315 if any Canadians are listening in a different area code. My Canadians.
We have the phones working again, so we can take calls this week.
Yeah, we got the phones to work. Just a sad situation. Going from terrorism to terrorism, because let's just be consistent here.
All right.
ISIS released videos of United States weapons being airdropped into their zones. And the U.S. is stating, well, yes, they got some of our weapons, but most of the aid got to where it needed to be. And they're mentioning, like, the medicine for the doctors and stuff. But yes, it's good that you got the medicine to the doctors, but you dropped off more weapons to one of the richest terror organizations in existence.
Right. How do we make that mistake? What happened there?
Well, the area around Kobani, which we're currently fighting for, and I'm going to mention that ISIS took control of ground west of Kobani, which is kind of a crucial supply drop area. And because the borders are so messy right now, it's very easy for us to misdrop. But this is kind of really sad. And then, of course, ISIS, the ever-loving propaganda masters that they are, immediately release videos to YouTube about it. The fact that ISIS has a YouTube account, or multiples, that's just in Twitter.
Do they? I didn't hear that. I was not familiar with that.
The members of ISIS all have YouTube accounts and Twitter accounts. So this is actually one of the main problems right now is they actually caught a girl in Germany. She had left the United States. Her parents raised the alarm and said, we don't know where she is, we're worried about her. She had left. And of course Germany, because obviously Germany must have some kind of wonderful security, caught the girl attempting to go to Syria to join ISIS. A teenaged girl attempting to join ISIS. There's a lot of teenagers right now that I don't know why they're trying to join ISIS.
I really don't have a comment on that because I don't know why.
Yeah, the logic behind it is lacking. If anyone has, you could always, any of you, we'd love to hear.
Yeah, we're lonely. We want you to talk to us. All we do is sit here and talk to each other.
Yes.
So we're moving on from the terrorism?
Yeah, we're going to move on from the terrorism. Well, kind of. We're staying in Iraq.
Okay.
4 former Blackwater security guards. Blackwater, they're the company they're defense manufacturers.
Yes.
So, 4 former Blackwater security guards were convicted Wednesday of shooting over 30 Iraqis in Baghdad in 2007. These shootings had caused an uproar over the role of defense contractors in urban warfare. They had pleaded self-defense, but the judge said that they showed indifference to their actions, so they're being convicted of first-degree murder. So, Official Cutie asked if we're going to talk about Ebola this week.
We did for like a minute.
Yeah, we did for like a minute.
If you tweet us, you get a shout-out because nobody tweets us.
Yeah, if you tweet us, you get a shout-out. Because, yeah.
Also, I just received a comment how we're still #Death Radio Show, only talk about death.
Well, we are, but everyone.
Death happens a lot, unfortunately.
Yes.
That's why there's lots of news to talk about.
We either talk about death or being immortals, so.
Fall Out Boy plug-in.
Yes, absolutely. That one's for you. #Bobby.
Bobby.
#Bobby. So yeah, how do you feel about this? Do you
How do I feel about
that
this?
the Blackwater security guards being convicted of first? Do you support this?
I mean, if they did kill people,
they killed 30.
Yeah,
they killed 30 Iraqis. So this was like a huge. This was it was a blow to defense contracting, but this was huge for like individual rights and like civilian rights, especially in other countries. Because a lot of people didn't think that the government was going to convict them.
We need to stop talking about death.
There's a lot. There's a lot of death. Do you want to like? Oh, this is our other.
Happy?
No. We're gonna. You want to switch to a happy story?
Let's just get through all the death and then go to the happiness.
Do you want to go through all the death straight through, or do you want to break it up with occasionally?
Let's have a happy.
You want a happy?
Please.
Okay. The extensions to the Fashion Outlet Mall opened. They did a soft opening on Thursday, which means it's not their grand opening, but they're open for training. 30 new stores and 5 more set to open in the very near future.
Very near.
Very near. I don't know.
What kind of stores opened? We don't know.
I don't shop at the fashion outlets, guys. And I pulled this story. I didn't even know about it. I found it, oddly enough, reading the newspaper. I'm old. I like an actual paper, my hands stained with ink newspaper.
I can look up the stores.
Yeah, Bobby, while you're looking up the stores, anyone gone shopping there, tweet us.
We're going to ask you to tweet us after every story.
Yeah, we're going to ask you to tweet us no matter what, because...
Tweets make up, like, the base of our show.
Yeah.
Billy Bob, if you're there.
Yeah, Billy Bob. Billy Bob. Shout out to Billy Bob, who's not tweeting us today. Okay.
Billy Bob, please. Where are you?
Billy, I don't know. We don't know.
One of the stores is a Disney store. Got a text.
Oh, the Disney store opened.
I knew that, like, off the top of my head.
Are we going to get any Big Hero 6 stuff?
Are they going to be selling Big Hero 6 stuff?
Well, it's a Disney store.
That comes out, that movie comes out November 7th, I believe.
Yes, it's the day before Bobby goes to Texas.
I'm very excited for that
We're so proud of our little boy going to Texas. Bobby's we're so proud of our little boy.
Why?
Because you're gonna be a star.
Am I?
You're gonna be a big star in one of them big Hollywood movies.
It's not a big Hollywood movie. It's Rooster Teeth.
But you're gonna be in one of those movies. You're gonna be famous, and then you're gonna be in one of those commercials like Geico with the gecko.
I'm gonna be the gecko.
You're gonna be the gecko. Bobby's the new gecko.
Oh my gosh.
If anyone wants to draw a picture of that and post it on the
I know
Twitter,
someone who wants to draw a picture because he draws lots of pictures. not you, actually.
If anyone wants to draw a picture of Bobby
he's one of the Canadians.
The Canadians.
Yes.
Them theirs from Canada.
I'm pretty sure Canada people don't talk like Texas people.
Yeah.
Even if that is a Texas person, I don't know where that's coming from. You're just kind of talking like an old dude.
I'm talking like I just ate at the Cracker Barrel. I love Cracker. If you ever go to Cracker Barrel, I think it's like the Country Boy breakfast or something.
Country Boy breakfast?
Yeah, there's one, and then there's the Country Boy breakfast. Then there's some other breakfast at Cracker Barrel where it is literally steak, eggs, grits, potato casserole, some apple fritter thing. I want to say there's something else, but it's been about a year since I've eaten it. It's like the mini hibernator.
The mini hibernator. I was going to ask, is it like the hibernator?
It's the mini micro hibernator. And it was like, when I went there, it was like $8. I'm like, $8 for a steak and eggs and food and yummy. It's a good deal. Bobby, don't you have to plug something?
Do I have to plug something?
A restaurant?
Oh yes, yeah. There's a new restaurant I went to. I don't know how to describe where it is. It's next to Goodfellas, if you know where that is.
Okay, the City Market. If you go down Pine Avenue in Niagara Falls, New York, because suddenly I'm still Southern, sorry. If you go down Pine Avenue in Niagara Falls, New York, you go to the little Italy section, there's the big giant thing that says City Market. You'll notice it because there's a McDonald's in there. Now you turn in there, and if you're turning in from Pine Avenue, once you're going straight into the market towards the back, it will be
on the left side. Yes, it's called the 755, and they have poutine, and I like poutine. Poutine's really great.
since we're plugging everything in the market, if you guys need pizza, go to Goodfellas.
It's right next to it.
Goodfellas right next door. And across the other side of the market is the Market Side restaurant, and they have really good breakfasts. Like, really good breakfast. I always get the spinach and feta omelet, side of home fries, rye toast, or if I'm really feeling like a fun time, I order the French toast, or the pancakes, or they have all sorts of things. The Sale Magli with everything in it, which is like micro hibernator maybe. It's pretty good. So now that we've plugged everything in the market with the exception of Pint Pharmacy and Save A Lot, oh, that's a plug, Dollar General plug, oh, McDonald's, we already plugged that.
Everybody go to McDonald's.
Everyone go to McDonald's, because it's totally, yes, the best food you will ever have. McDonald's breakfast is still the best breakfast. Wow, that was a great plug.
What do we have next?
Halloween morning.
Halloween.
Helicopters will dangle a 35-pound nylon bow tie in front of the Statue of Liberty. It's for a launch of a new menswear brand from designer Nick Graham.
What?
The Parks Department said if it was up to us, we wouldn't let him do this because this is a gimmick and it's just making the Statue of Liberty cheesy. But this guy basically found a way around asking the Parks Department to put a giant bow tie in the Statue of Liberty by hiring a helicopter
to hang the bow tie in front of it.
In front of it. That is, and since the FAA doesn't seem to care much.
All right.
Yeah.
It's going to have a bow tie, everyone.
It's going to have a bow tie. It's being fancy. It's not going to go with the green. It's going to be
What if it's a green bow tie?
Then you won't be able to see it.
Well, maybe. I don't know. What if it's like slightly different shade of green?
Well, no, then it won't match, and then it's going to be sad.
It's going to be sad either way. It's a bow tie on the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
But
on a Halloween morning for some reason. You should put like a pumpkin on it.
You should put a pumpkin on it. Yes. 7.8 million vehicles are recalled because the inflator mechanism on the airbag can send shards of metal towards its occupants, otherwise known as an IED.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Now we have guardrails and airbags.
Guardrails and airbags. As a matter of fact, during the airbag story, they brought up the guardrails. I'm like, Bobby, that guardrail's going to come at you with an airbag.
The things given to us meant to keep us safe are only here to hurt us.
Yep. Oh.
So what happened to the airbags?
Well, allegedly, the system can fail and overinflate the airbag, and it explodes, and it sends shards of death metal. And there's actually a story, and yes, we'll say this right here. This is gruesome. Those of you viewers might want to shut it off for the next 15 seconds as I describe what happened. They found this girl in a car. They thought she was murdered because her throat was cut. And it was just that a shard of metal came out of her airbag and sliced her throat.
Ow.
Yeah, ow. Ow, indeed.
That's not really good.
Ow. It's just sad.
Yeah, I know. We've gotten some tweets.
Yes.
I know I should read one of them, but I really don't want to. This is completely unrelated to what happened about more death.
At Katie Bird XO.
Yeah, Katie Bird XO says, shout out to Katy Perry. Her birthday's tomorrow.
Happy early birthday, Katy Perry.
So yeah, Katy Perry.
How we went from airbags to Katy Perry's
Do we
birthday.
have a story? Well, I mean, she's kind of an airhead, so I don't like Katy Perry.
Hey. Are you ready for the perfect storm? Perfect storm.
No offense to anybody who likes Katy Perry. I just don't like Katy Perry because I hear it like all the time in my house because
you don't
my
like Katy
sister
Perry
loves
because your
Katy
sister
Perry.
loves Katy Perry. That's the only reason you don't like it. Didn't you have a story about like a Taylor Swift song?
Taylor Swift song? Yeah, Taylor Swift song. I believe it was called Track 3. Mm-hmm. Was that it?
I have no idea.
It was put up on iTunes.
8 seconds of static.
Yeah. And people still bought it and listened to it. Like
it's the number one on Canadian iTunes.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
Canada, there you go again. I don't know what's up there, but you like 8 seconds of static to listen to.
8 seconds of
apparently.
static, man. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to find a happy story because
I mean the Taylor Swift one is pretty happy because Canadians like static, I guess, so they're happy.
Yeah. I got a couple. I got some sad ones.
Are we going back to sad?
Well, it's sad, but it's
Is it sappy? Sad happy?
Kind of. Okay, Lindsay Ford, aged 17, was diagnosed with leukemia in January.
Sad.
She recently learned she only has 4 months to live.
Really sad?
So her high school, Kilgore High in Texas, held a graduation for her. The school gym was filled with classmates, teachers, first responders, and the mayor of the town.
Aww.
And so this was kind of her own little special thing, since it's just a sad story. But also they're holding the winter formal in her honor. So that's basically going to be like her prom, because I don't know. This is just a sad story, but it's like
it's nice.
It's nice, but it's so sad. It's sad.
Everybody's sad again.
At Anth.
Are we reading that one?
Yeah. We don't want. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. So Anthony says, tell it Katy Bird XO that he hopes that Katy Perry. Yeah, no, we're not reading this. He hopes Katy Perry blows up on her birthday. No, shame on you. Shame on you.
I mean, like, no.
She's not an airbag.
Well,
she's not an airbag, Bobby.
I guess it's a good comparison, so props to him for comparing it to the story.
It is 12:27, so I'm going to just shoehorn this in. You are listening to WNIA Mix and More Radio. You should listen more often, because
listen to us.
You need to listen to us.
We're pretty cool.
You don't have to listen to the other guys, but you should listen to the other guys. Not really. No, I'm kidding. No.
Do other people do talk shows like us?
Yeah. There's someone, I saw them on Thursday. They do a talk show on Thursday at like 4.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, there's 2
What
guys.
do they talk about?
I don't know. I just know.
Are they just like us, except like
they
a
wear
different
baseball?
time?
They wear baseball caps.
They're us if we like sports.
They're us,
basically.
Yeah, probably yes. Yes, us if we were sports people. I don't have a sports story this week. Ain't that weird? So, the South American Goliath bird eater, the size of a fist and a leg span the size of a small child. This spider is terrifying. This spider is terrifying.
No, I don't like spiders.
It contains enough venom to make you sick for days, but it won't kill you. But its fangs are 2 inches long.
Yeah, this thing is huge. I saw a picture of it.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Where is this again?
It's South America.
South America.
Somewhere in South America.
I like how, like United States, you can be hurt by other people, but if you're anywhere else in the world, like, you should be scared of everything that lives there besides you. Like, Australia, anything in Australia can kill you.
Bobby,
like, they have giant spiders.
Bobby, you're worried about, everything can kill you. Things that aren't living kill us in the U.S., Bobby. Airbags,
yes,
guardrails,
yes,
random magnets that fall off of things and choke small children. Do you know, Cracker Jack doesn't have a prize in it anymore. It has, a little, piece of paper that's a sticker, because kids are not bright enough to realize that you don't eat the prize. So they had to make it out of paper so it would dissolve. So we can't even have nice things because kids are...
We can't have nice things because inanimate objects are hurting us.
You know, how dare my things. Very good comparison, Bobby.
That was to the airhead and Katy Perry
That's
thing.
horrible. Well, y'all are so
I don't
mean.
hate Katy Perry as a person, but I just
Y'all
don't.
are so mean.
Y'all?
I like some of her songs. I liked Dark Horse.
Dark Horse?
I think that's it. Oh, I liked I Kissed a Girl. That was back when she was interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she kissed a girl and she liked it. The taste of her cherry chapstick.
Plugins.
Glade plugins. I just did a plugin for Glade plugins.
Why?
So, we still have one story. For those of you that watch Honey Boo Boo, so we know that Mama June broke up with Sugar Bear. Well, now she's dating Mark McDaniel, who she was previously dating, and he reportedly went to jail for how do I sex offender.
He's a sex offender.
He's a sex offender, and when I say sex offender, I mean a child sex offender.
All right.
And that's so I think it's time to cancel the show. TLC right now is sitting like, well, it's kind of in limbo, and we're definitely on hiatus until we can figure this out. I think it's time to cancel Honey Boo Boo. I at this point, it's turning into a different TLC show. Some of the other questionable shows. Eventually it's gonna turn into a show on Bravo. Okay. I know you don't know. Do you know what? Have you ever seen like Real Housewives of Gallagher Center?
I can't comment on anything you're talking about because I don't watch any of these shows.
Watch TV.
I don't watch any of these shows.
I think we need to have a Real Housewives of Gallagher Center. I want to see that at NU.
What would that like consist of? Because I don't know what that show is.
It's a bunch of housewives that yell at each other and throw things. It is the reason why the feminist movement is set back like 50 years is because of that show. Honestly, that is, it's like, and then it's like, we are strong women that throw things at each other and scream about shoes.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. Oh, there's now a show about women that marry men in prison.
See, like, okay.
Why is this a thing? I mean, why are these shows? Who cares?
How do people come up with ideas for these shows? Like, what?
Well, there's a dartboard with a bunch of random words on it, and they throw a couple of darts, and whatever it hits is the show.
I just don't understand. Like,
I mean, here, I'm gonna come up with a TLC show right now. Guard future cover.
Guard future cover.
Guard future cover. It is a guy that guards future covers.
Does he? I mean...
Or does he? Yes, that is the question. In reality, we just watch him do weird things and complain about nachos. Because no one ever does what they're supposed to on reality television. Highly scripted reality television.
I just don't understand a lot of things on TV, which is why I don't watch TV.
Yeah, you should watch TV, Bobby.
What should I watch on TV?
You should watch Blackish.
What is that?
It's a sitcom on Wednesdays at 9:30 on ABC. And it is really funny.
What is it, like, about, though?
It's... How do I describe Blackish? It's a standard sitcom. It's kind of... I'm trying to think of what it's about. It's just really funny.
Is it?
It's Blackish.
I don't know.
The exact description of it is Blackish.
Blackish?
The show is called Blackish, and the show is Blackish.
That could mean a lot of things. I don't know what are you trying to...
Okay, yeah. It's about, just a kind of an average African American family.
Okay, that's what I thought
it was. But it's but it's funny because it's
Blackish?
It's Blackish because it deals, and it's fun. It just deals with everyday life and things that come up in families.
African American?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, yes and no. There was. I mean, it's all one was about your kids and what they want to do when they grow up, but it's really funny. The girl saw someone die because he had an axe through his head in the hospital. The mother works at a hospital, so she took her daughter because her little young daughter didn't want to be a doctor and she wanted to do her dad's job, which is advertising, PR, but the mother absolutely desperately wants this girl to become a doctor like her, so she has to leave. She has to leave her daughter in the hospital because an emergency happens, but her daughter ends up walking in the middle of this guy getting pulled in and dying from an axe to his head. And the mother walks over and is like, "Did you see all that?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then it was the mother thinking, "Oh my gosh, these kids are not... this kid is going to be traumatized for life," and she was like, "This is the greatest job ever. That was amazing. This guy had an axe in his head."
TV shows.
Uh-huh.
At Official Cutie says, watch How to Get Away with Murder on ABC. What is that one about?
Exactly what it says. It's about, there's the lady from Grey's Anatomy, one of the actresses from Grey's Anatomy, I've seen commercials, this is how I know this, plays a professor that teaches kind of a criminal justice class, or as she puts it, how to get away with murder. And in this group, there's murders, and there's everything you expect in a drama show from Drama Things, dramatically.
So, TV shows, again. I just have
TV shows, again.
My sister's been watching Orange is the New Black. Have you watched any of that?
No, I have season 1 on the DVD, because I do not have a Netflix. I'm, the only person on this. If you don't have a Netflix, shout out to you. If you still record things on VHS.
If you don't have the Netflix.
If you still record things on the VCRs, shout out. Seriously, you need to tweet me if you record things on VHS tape.
Just move your phone away from the thing, because it goes static.
It's okay.
Static.
It's okay. Static ninja.
Also told I should watch Supernatural, which is another show my sister watches.
I do not watch Supernatural. And Supernatural's been on for a really, really, really ridiculously long time.
Yeah.
They used to play commercials for it when I watched SmackDown, and that was back when SmackDown was on CW23, okay?
SmackDown?
Yeah, Friday Night SmackDown, WWE. I mean, when I was watching that, The Undertaker's record was 16-0. That's not even a thing, okay? That, you guys can do... If any of you wrestling fans out there, you could do the math on how long ago I was watching.
Yeah, if anybody wants to keep talking about TV shows, keep giving us TV shows to talk about.
Yes! Or if you want to talk about anything that we've talked about at all, or things we haven't mentioned, or things that you want us to mention because we should have mentioned them because we forgot.
There was actually one thing I got a text about, but do you have any more news? Are you good for that?
No, we're actually
we're good?
We're done with news because obviously it's past the 12:30 mark.
Apparently something else happened with Gamergate. I don't know if we want to go into that, but Felicia Day. Did you hear anything about that?
I didn't hear about that because I've been ignoring the Gamergate tags because it was turning to a mess.
I'll look it up right now. You can keep going on, but I'll look up what happened.
Well, to just... Official Cutie says, let me tell you about Homestuck. Let's not tell...
Homestuck's pretty cool.
No.
I like Homestuck.
No, Bobby.
If anybody else reads Homestuck, you're cool.
You can get brain damage from reading Homestuck.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I already have gotten brain damage.
From reading Homestuck. Yes, from reading Homestuck. But let's do a quick crash course on what Gamergate was. This was our first show, Bobby. Do you remember this?
Yes, I do.
So our first show. Oh gosh, I forgot her name.
It was Zoe Quinn or something like that?
Yeah, Zoe Quinn. Zoe Quinn, her ex-boyfriend, posted things online saying that she was having relations with game promoters and journalists and stuff, basically to try to boost her games so she could get publicity. This is the rumor that happened, and then so people started saying, this is unacceptable and why do you do this? To which she responded that everyone that was spreading these rumors about her were heterosexual white men, which just angered a bunch of other people. And then Gamergate happened. Then there was anti-Gamergate. And there is a call. Hello, you are on the air.
Hello?
Okay, I know the system's working, so you want to tell me how the system's not working?
Please.
Are you on? Is anything working?
Maybe it's on their side. Maybe that's why the phones aren't working.
Maybe.
Because I called in earlier and I was able to get through.
We tested the system. It works this week, so drop call.
We're sorry.
Sorry.
If you would like, if it was somebody who knows me, you can just text me, because I've been getting texts throughout the show.
Or if you want to try calling again. I could try getting it to work.
Or you could try tweeting us.
Or, yeah, tweet us. I mean, we love hearing your voice, but weren't you looking up the...
Yeah, it was just a quote from Felicia Day. I'll get it. Oh, staticky.
So, awkward pausing because we ran out of... You couldn't... Yeah, I didn't know about this, so...
It's... The headline is, actress Felicia Day opens up about Gamergate fears and then has her private details exposed minutes later. So I'm not sure what's going on. The article's pretty long, so I'm reading through it right now to try to find out what's happening.
So this basically sounds like everything that always happens on the internet lately.
Alright. Day was reportedly doxxed within an hour of writing her post on Gamergate.
I don't know what... You explain this in terms of... computer.
I'm not sure what happened either, but it was just a text I got about this saying I should mention it.
Wow.
So there was no prior research put into this, so I'm trying to find out what's going on.
Look those...
No, I didn't know anything about... I didn't know anything happened about this.
Okay.
It's just...
Okay.
Gamergate condemns doxing Felicia Day.
I don't know what any of this means. The fact that we're bringing up Gamergate again.
What is doxing? I'm sorry.
I don't know what doxing is. Doxing. I don't... If any of you know what that is, the smarter people out there that
Doxing or doxing is the internet-based practice of researching and publishing personally identifiable information about an individual. So basically she just got personal information leaked about her.
So like every single other person that's ever been hacked.
Yeah.
Which brings up a very important point. The news just said, if you have not been hacked yet, you will be hacked. It is not a matter of if, but when. Eventually you will have your identity stolen. Aren't we so great about our security that now the government is telling us it's not a matter of if you're hacked, you're going to get your identity stolen. It's like, gee, thanks for protecting us.
So that's more of Gamergate, just that.
Yeah, absolutely nothing more of Gamergate.
See, like
one quote.
I knew very little about Gamergate prior to talking about it on the first show and having to research it.
And now this is our 5th show, and we've come full circle.
We still don't know anything about it.
We still don't know much about it.
Even though I spend most of the time on the internet.
Because I don't think anyone knows what Gamergate is getting at this point. It's just this giant, bubbly, Nachos Belgrande
mess. It was because she's a female gamer. Apparently. Text messages. I'm just getting this explained to me through text.
So what about because she was a female gamer?
They leaked her name, address, and so on.
Because she was a female gamer?
Yeah, they doxed her. I don't know why.
Who? They?
Just people on the internet. Gamergate stuff. She made a post on Gamergate and then got doxed.
Well, I would say that if you... you look a dragon in the mouth, you're going to get fire shot at you.
Have you ever looked a dragon in the mouth?
No, which is why I'm not crispy. Like that bacon/sausage that we saw in episode 3.
Bacon/sausage.
We're just referencing old shows. Because, if you guys don't know, it's our 5th episode! We've done this for 5 whole weeks. 5 whole weeks. You should all be so...
Applause. Okay, I have something to say about tomorrow, I believe.
Yes.
So I said this last week, but tomorrow I will be streaming for an undetermined amount of time, but I'm going for 24 hours, starting at 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Sunday, but it is for a charity event known as Extra Life. I'm trying to raise money for a hospital that I was in when I was very sick, and they helped me out. So if you would like to watch the stream tomorrow, you can check out my Twitch channel. It is twitch.tv/FrizzyBman11, and I'll make a post about that on Facebook, and I'll put it on Twitter. I did it last week as well.
Yeah, so just update it. Yes, please donate money. We like helping out with the charity and stuff. And Bobby's doing.
Yeah, I'm the one doing the stream.
Yeah,
so.
this is all Bobby. This is all him. I'm so proud of my little boy. He's gonna be a star, and he's gonna be St. Vincent de Paul.
Can't use it for service hours, but I'm doing it because I want to do it.
Yeah,
and because games are pretty fun to play on live streaming. Not gonna lie.
Yes, that's.
So you'll be able to tweet me during that. You can tweet me at FrizzyBman11. I'll look at tweets there. You can chat on the Twitch page. I'll read that too. So we can just have fun and chat.
Do all that
stream.
Fun things that fun people do. And well, I'm gonna plug it again. You're listening to WNIA radio, kind of. I mean, you have the station on, so you've gotten here. Congratulations if you figured out how to do that. And if you're listening to us, thank you so much.
Right. We have 14 minutes left. We made it 46 minutes in before we ran out of stuff to talk about.
I know, we did good this week. Mainly because we talked very
Props
slow.
to us.
Props to us. So, Billy Bob did not tweet this week.
Kind of disappointed we didn't get any Billy Bob this week.
It's okay, maybe. Well, next week next week's Halloween, so prepare for a special Halloween episode.
Is it going to be a special Halloween episode?
It's going to be a special Halloween episode.
What are we doing on the special Halloween episode?
It's going to be so Halloween.
It's going to be
have Halloween things.
Too spooky.
Yeah, it's going to be all Halloweens and ooh and spooky and yeah.
At Official Cutie says she'll be the new Billy Bob. I'm okay with that.
But you that's identity theft. That is identity theft.
You sure?
Yes.
How's identity theft?
It's not a matter of if, but when, Bobby. When will your identity be stolen?
Right now. Hello, I'm Nico Santangelo.
You don't sound like me, Bobby. Hi, I'm Robert Savano. Noises.
I'm Nico Santangelo, and today we're going to be talking about random stuff I write in my notebook. I'm going to read it very loud and fast, just like this. Hello, everybody.
Who did it better? Tweet us. Tweet us who did it better.
I don't just make random noises into the microphone. I mean, sometimes, maybe.
Sometimes, but it's your most Flanderized trait.
Is it really?
Yeah. Ding dong. Oh, who's at the door?
Nobody, actually.
It's the old Southern guy. Hi, old Southern guy. Hi, folks. How's it going?
Man, we've just lost our minds through this. I mean, like, we start off intelligent, and then we just descend into nothingness.
I like your show. I find it hootin' and a tootin' and...
Do you really?
Yes.
What do you like the most about it?
I like when you talk about the death.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like, what aspect of the death?
All about the death.
All right.
I like it. Okay, old Southern man that likes to talk about death. Oh, you can call me Grim. Really? Your name is Grim?
Plugging in some Ruby.
My name Ruby? I had a Ruby once. It was 1942.
We haven't talked about enough Rooster Teeth on this show yet.
It was 1942, and I had a Ruby.
What?
I don't think he's saying anything else, Bobby. I don't think he can say anything else. Ask him a question.
How are you today?
I'm saucy.
All right.
You're saucy.
So we're going to talk about some more Rooster Teeth
You're
now.
saucy, Southern man. You're saucy.
Anybody?
I had a rooster. He didn't have teeth, though.
All right.
His name was Paul. And then I ate him. I ate my best friend.
ate my best friend.
Well, that's a tragic story.
I'm gonna eat you too, Sonny. I'm gonna dress you up like a chicken.
That's a little disturbing.
He's just sitting here
Get
talking to
over
himself.
it.
He's just sitting here talking to himself. What is happening? I'm so confused.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
So, for anybody who watches RWBY, the season
that-
finale is next week. Can we just quickly talk about yesterday's episode? Because
Roman Torchwick. Kick him in the face. The end.
it's a pretty great show. Everybody should watch it.
Neapolitan, everyone's favorite ice cream flavor, is kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to switch to Spumoni now because I can't eat Neapolitan anymore after watching that episode.
Well, what?
I can't. It's scary. It's scary. So I'm gonna have to switch to Spumoni.
We should do social disorder where we just go outside and okay, let's explain the show first. Social Disorder is a show where these two guys just do stupid stuff out in public and get the reactions of the public into a video, and they have to do stupid stuff, and whoever accomplishes the most stupid stuff first wins.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
It's just a radio show. It's just a radio show.
Oh.
That's exactly what we're doing
All
right
right.
now. Don't let the audience know that, though. They don't need to know that we're just two crazy people sitting in a room. They don't need to know that.
I mean, we are though.
They don't
can look in the window and see us.
Do not tell the audience about the fact that we're just randomly sitting here having no idea what we're doing.
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Well, I had the notebook, so I knew what I was doing, and I know what I'm doing now. I'm talking into the microphone, pretending I don't realize the mic's on.
We've been talking into the microphone for the last 52 minutes.
Yes.
So I mean, you kind of what is happening here? I'm so confused.
Bobby's having an existential crisis.
Most of my day consists of having an existential crisis. So, I mean,
existential. Thank you.
Existential.
If you love pina coladas,
See,
or getting caught in the rain,
we're being watched very closely.
If you have half a brain,
Hi. Hello.
Keep singing or she'll destroy you with her creepy laser eyeballs. In case you don't know, our friend's watching us, and she might show up and do some weird things. Now she's walking away.
So,
she walked away.
Just a comment on the stream tomorrow. It's not going to be me sitting there being stupid because
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I can more easily comment on something that I'm watching or playing than just sitting here talking about nothing.
In other words, what we really need is for him to watch a video.
And comment on it while we're watching.
Okay, things to do. This is our to-do list.
Things to do in...
No, things that
WNIA.
we need to do. We still need to play the original Super Mario.
Why?
Because
I've already played it.
We said no together and do a let's play. We said we were going to do that, and we never did. So that's still on the list. We have to try to eat the Hibernator. That is on the list.
Yes, I need a plane ticket to the UK.
Yeah. That
we
is
could
also
actually,
on the list.
if we take Barner's class next semester, we can go to London.
Go to London
and
yes.
find that place.
Yeah,
Plug in for Barner.
Plug in for Barner, the greatest communications teacher that is named Barner. I don't want to show favoritism, so he is the best communications teacher named Mark Barner.
By this point of the show, we just and I'll just I guess I'm just gonna say we want to see what people have to say on Twitter. I guess just talk to us. We're kind of bored.
Yeah.
After we read all the news, we really don't have anything else to do.
Yeah, we like Nachos Belgrande.
Basically, it just becomes to us talking to each other, and you can listen if you want.
Yeah, you can listen if you want to our chalupas. We have many chalupas.
Also, I think we're gonna get a YouTube channel up or something.
Well, no.
Nothing. We don't know yet.
Well, I already have a YouTube channel.
We don't. Yeah, Bobby's got his. Bobby's got.
You're on YouTube right now. I see it.
Yeah, I'm on you. Well, I was just looking at. You don't have to say what I'm doing, Bobby.
Why? We have nothing else to talk about. So if you want to see Let's Plays, I will put those on my YouTube channels. You were talking about Mario.
Yeah, I was talking about Mario.
Mario.
Speaking Mario, what about Maria? Maria, shout out to Maria. I don't think she's here, but if she's listening somewhere far off in the distance,
shout out to everybody who's listening, because I don't know how many listeners we ever have.
We never know how many listeners we have.
It'd be pretty great to find that out.
Yes.
Yes. Go back to the old man voice, because that's pretty cool.
I'm sorry, but
I got a comment on your old man voice. It says, old man sounds like the girl I babysit that threatens to eat people. So I guess that's you.
I don't threaten to eat people. But
you did.
Oh yeah, I did. But
you actually did.
The old man kind of left.
Who else is here?
Who else is here?
Yeah. You have any other friends?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't think so.
You sure?
Do you see anyone? If you see someone, tell me, and I'll have them talk on the mic.
I don't see anybody.
You don't?
No, I don't. Because I don't know who you can impersonate, so...
It doesn't matter. I can't impersonate anyone, but just...
I see,
What?
I don't see anybody, I lied.
You don't see any...
No, it was an illusion. It was
an
a hallucination.
He was tripping.
I've been in here for too long, and I'm hallucinating.
Yeah, I've been in here for the past, 3 hours. I've been here, probably 3 hours now, because my other class got canceled, so I've just been sitting in here playing bad 90s music. Really, Eiffel 65 bad.
I appreciate that you give the impression that multiple people text you when it's just me. Shout out to you.
Shout out to one person, and yet I have several other people texting me, so booyah. 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 Project Runway finale was yesterday.
Give us a name, bro. Shout out to Sarah, my friend.
Project Runway ended. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but who you think should win is probably the one that won.
Who won?
I can't say it.
Well then.
It's a spoiler. I can't spoil it.
Spoiler.
Just aired not even 12 hours ago. Not even, maybe 24. Not even. I mean, hours. Hours and hours and hours. Shout out to Jordan.
Just shout out to everyone.
Our friend Jordan, who's glaring at us through the glass.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan, stop glaring, Jordan.
She's just sitting there.
Now she's laughing. Jordan is glaring.
There's an 8-second delay,
laughing.
so she's hearing everything behind when we're saying it as well.
Yes, Jordan is laughing, and she's now she looks like she's accepting an award at the daytime Emmys because she can't do primetime. Sorry, you're daytime. That made her mad.
I know we just sit here talking like idiots the whole time. We're not trying to stall until the end. We just have legit nothing to talk about.
Did somebody say Stalin?
Yeah.
I remember Stalin. That's the reason I had to duck and cover every year until 1984.
Future cover guard.
Future cover guard. I saw that show on the A&E. Great, the old guy's back. What do we do, Bobby?
Throw him out the window.
No, don't do that. No. It doesn't. No. Ow. 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 The glasses are breaking. Ow. Ow.
Promoting violence to elderly people.
WNIA in no way endorses what we're talking about on this show, and neither does either of us,
neither does either of us.
But hey, it was me hitting myself.
It was you the whole time, oh my gosh, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Bobby, pulls off a wig. I am the old man. Ooh, what a twist! There was a twist worthy of M. Night Shyamalan.
Nico, if you didn't know, pulls off head. I am you.
What? Happy Halloween in a week, everybody. I guess that's it.
Are we stopping now? Let's just.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
What an
next
ending.
week. Are you excited for the Halloween show next week? We want everyone, we want all our favorite listeners. If someone dresses up as Billy Bob for Halloween...
Here's what we're going to do, right?
What?
Everybody who listens to us, dress up and come in front of the window while we're on, and we'll
and
judge
we'll give you shout-outs. Yeah, we're going to judge you. We're going to judge you, okay? I watched Project Runway. I will judge you. I will call you tacky. Do not mix those colors.
That's the goal for next week.
I will call you tacky.
We're going to have a Halloween contest, and the prize is absolutely nothing, because we have nothing to give away.
No. But one of you will be in, and one of you will be out. Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.